It's interesting because the whole argument we just had about Thriller versus Off the Wall. It actually started from a different argument, and the argument was I went on Twitter and I said that Illmatic was the only great album from Nas.
Which is so inaccurate. That's
The only great album? Isn't that different from classic? The title in this video is kind of I don't know if you can see that. Charlemagne debates Vlad's belief Illmatic is Nas's only classic album. Great and classic are different to me. It's definitely not his only great album. If you're going to argue and say it's his only classic, then I would go, I get you think it's its only classic, but to say it's his only great album is fucking mental.
so not accurate, Vlad. And that's beyond not accurate.
It's so accurate.
It's not.
It's completely
Like,
true.
Nas
all you Nas fans could sit there and hate me and talk a bunch of shit, which they did when I went on Twitter. I mean,
I think Vlad only says stuff just to get people to buy, bring numbers to him, to his pages. 100%. There's no way Vlad thinks Nas only has one classic album. No way.
it triggered a whole social media. I'm surprised it wasn't trending, but
That's what he wanted. He wanted it to trend.
he had a lot of very good albums. I thought Stillmatic was good,
Illmatic was classic.
but his only great album.
I'm going to let you know what I think are Nas's classic albums in a wee second. I want to see what Charlemagne says.
Was Illmatic.
That's not true. Like, first of all, It Was Written is phenomenal. That's his second album after Illmatic. Phenomenal. I mean, everything stepped up on the second album.
It Was Written was okay.
No, it was a phenomenal. The production.
Actually, sometimes I feel like still It Was Written might be better than Illmatic. Just my opinion. It changes week to week,
The lyrics, everything stepped up. Godson is a great album.
It was cool.
Very good album.
Stillmatic is
I mean,
a great
it was
album.
a good. Godson was a good album.
It was beyond good. Like, Nas has 3, maybe 4 classics.
Would you say that any of those albums are better than Illmatic?
If any of them albums are better than Illmatic, like I said, sometimes I like It Was Written more than Illmatic. But I know Illmatic's better. Does that make sense? Illmatic is 100% a classic. I think Charlemagne's going to say how many albums he thinks are classic albums, right? And what they are. So I'm going to go first. And if he says the same as me, just to see if he says the same as me, right? I'm going to say Nas has 3 classic albums, which are Illmatic, It Was Written, and Stillmatic. Definitely. The reason being, right? So I started listening to Nas 4 months ago, 5 months ago, maybe, I don't know. But I always knew who he was. I always knew of Nas. And pretty much my whole life, I always knew the album covers of Illmatic, It Was Written, and Stillmatic. I knew they were classic hip-hop albums. It's kind of like somebody that doesn't know Eminem, they probably know the Marshall Mathers LP cover. Or a classic album I've never heard in my life. Is it Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, the one with the triangle? It's like a triangle in space or something. That's a classic album, and I've never heard it, and I know the artwork. So to me, Nas has 3 classic albums. So Illmatic, It Was Written, Stillmatic, 100%. But Charlemagne here, he said he has 3, maybe 4. So let's see what Charlemagne says.
Yes, I would.
Really?
Absolutely. And the reason I would say that is because production stepped up on a lot of them. His lyrics stepped up on a lot of them.
Yeah, I feel like the production changed drastically on It Was Written and Illmatic. What causes that? There's more money. It was different.
See, the problem with Illmatic is, and it's not even a problem, we're just hung up on nostalgia. It was a 5-mic album by The Source. We're thinking of the energy when the album came out.
It's like people think Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man, but it's just nostalgia.
It's a classic. It's like it's a Bible in hip hop. But Nas has made
Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man.
better work since Illmatic.
Illmatic was the first album, the first hip hop album of note. I'm not saying it was the very first time someone did this, but in general, before Illmatic happened, hip hop was structured like this. You had an MC and you had a DJ/producer, and that producer would make your entire album. You probably didn't have any features or whatever, and the two of you would create this work of art together and put it out in the world. Like this is, Eric B and Rakim. KRS One of Scott La Rock. Like I can name you a whole bunch of instances up to this point of when this happened. Nas was the first one to say, you know something? I'm going to make a super producer album. I'm going to get the hottest producers in New York right now. I'm going to get, Pete Rock. I'm going to get Q-Tip. I'm going to get DJ Premier. I'm going to get Large Professor. I'm going to get all these dudes to give me their hottest shit ever, and I'm going to create.
He has a whole roster of producers, doesn't he? And it's like the t-shirts in your flipping cupboard or closet if you're an American. You just rotate through them all.
An absolute masterpiece, and that's what Illmatic was. And the one thing that Illmatic had that none of the rest of the albums had, and this is why I put it in that category, was you had this hunger and this humbleness, of this hungry street kid that was trying to make it, that was, still living in the projects, and you had like this honesty and this lack of ego that after that, I feel like Nas became a caricature. He became Nas Escobar. He became kingpin. He became whatever else, a bunch of shit that I feel a lot of people can't really relate with.
Everybody's first album is their hungriest album. Nobody can recapture the hunger of their first album.
But not everyone's first album.
It's like bands, for example. Their first album is always usually the best one because before they got signed, they had wrote for years being nobodies. They had wrote over they had all the time in the world to write 12 good songs, and that's what they played at gigs and all. And then they got signed. Obviously, the first album is going to be them songs, and then their follow-up albums where they're going to get a year to make or write, they're not as good. Usually the first album is usually the hungriest. 100%.
That was their best album. Like for example, I like Midnight Marauders. I like Low End Theory and Midnight Marauders better than I liked People's Instinct.
Usually the best.
But Nas' best album wasn't his first album. It's his most.
No, I agree with Charlemagne. I don't think Illmatic is his best album. It's a classic. A lot of people will say it's his best album. It's 100% a classic. I already said it was written. Might be better than Illmatic. It is better than Illmatic.
It might be his most acclaimed because we love it like that. But yep. I Am, Godson, Stillmatic, 3 incredible bodies of work.
Good albums.
Incredible.
Did he say Nostradamus? Did he not? Did he leave out Nostradamus? Hold on.
3 incredible bodies of work. Godson, Stillmatic, love it like that, but I Am, Godson, Stillmatic, 3 incredible bodies of work.
Good albums.
Incredible.
Not incredible.
I don't think you listen to Nas like that.
I mean, I do. I like Nas.
I think you listen to Illmatic, and that's your shit. But I don't think you ever wrote out the I Am. I don't think you ever wrote out the Godson.
Wrote out to all those.
That's what it sounds like. Sounds like, yeah.
Stillmatic.
I try to like them, and it was like, this is cool for saying Illmatic.
Of course it's not Illmatic, but it's not supposed to be. Just like the Blueprint's not supposed to be Reasonable Doubt.
And I'll put it like this.
And even in Stillmatic, he says, basically, I think it's the opening track, he basically says, this isn't Illmatic. Because it's not meant to be Illmatic.
New York State of Mind is Nas's greatest song ever.
No.
That's not even remotely true.
I don't know what his greatest song ever. I don't even know, in my opinion, what his greatest song would be. I have no clue. There's too many good ones.
It's not. It's just not. It's one of them. But
New York, there is no song that Nas has ever made up to this point, now Nas is still living, so I'm not saying that he'll never make another one, but he's never made up to this point that has the impact and the feeling of New York State of Mind.
Hate Me Now?
With Puffy?
Yes, that shit ushered in. A new wave of nigga. Fuck you, hate me.
I'm not going to put anything.
We're still using that.
I'm not
going
to put any song featuring Puffy as one of my all-time great songs.
So you're not going to put none of Biggie's songs as all-time great songs?
Not the ones with Puffy.
What are you talking about? Give me the loot.
Is Puffy on Give Me the Loot?
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
What are you talking about?
He's the guy doing the other voice.
No, that's Biggie doing the other voice. Sped up.
Well, Diddy's in the video. He's talking on Warning. Yo, Diddy executive produced Biggie's album.
I'm not talking about talking. I'm talking about rapping.
Like, Puffy don't rap on Hate Me Now. He just does the hook.
Oh, yeah.
Vlad's full of shit.
Well, he does the hook, exactly. So he's rapping on Hate Me Now.
The hook is great.
He's rapping on Hate Me Now.
But I won't stop. Now, that's perfect for Puff.
Wow.
If I Ruled the World, amazing record.
Great song.
Amazing.
Not as good
Rewind.
Not as great as New York State of Mind.
Listen, New York State of Mind is great, but yo, Nas, listen, you don't become a Nas by making one great album. You don't. You don't become a Nas.
There are a lot of people who are still riding off of their one great album.
Who?
Okay. Who are riding off their one great album.
You don't become Nas. You don't become Jay-Z. You don't become Ice Cube by having one good body of work.
That's
you
true.
Just don't. Even Lauryn Hill, throughout time.
Hold on.
Lauryn Hill.
There we go. Lauryn Hill. You just answered my question for me.
Lauryn Hill, throughout time, has fallen out of that conversation. Throughout time, Lauryn Hill has fallen out of that conversation. At one point, Mr. Education was the shit, but after a while, it's like, nah, man, too many people that came out with too much catalog for us to keep putting you up here.
Wait, did Charlemagne say which ones are classics to him? Which albums are classics to him? I know he said he mentioned great albums and good albums. Did he mention specifically which albums were classics?
You gotta have great catalog. Like Nas has great catalog. Jay-Z has great catalog. Biggie had great catalog, even though it was only 3 albums technically, because the double album.
Oh yeah,
counts as 2.
I was gonna say 2.
He had great catalog.
It's 2 albums.
I mean, you gotta give him 3. Life After Death was.
It is 2 albums because, I mean, you could say, for example, Street's Disciple is 2 albums, but it's not just 2 discs. You know, like bands and artists like The City, there's just 2 albums, but it's not 2 albums.
Just because it was a double.
1 album packaged, it's just 1 fucking album, all right?
Double album doesn't mean it's 2 albums. I mean, technically, Thriller was a double album.
It only had 10 songs.
Thriller, I believe.
That's different.
Thriller had 10 songs, Vlad.
No, Vlad, that's different. It's not the same thing.
Maybe 9. What are you talking?
Hold on. No, because we were talking about vinyl back then. You see what I'm saying?
Shut up, Vlad.
9 songs, maybe 10. Maybe 10.
All right, maybe you're right.
Double albums are still just 1 fucking album.
Thriller had like 9 songs, man.
All right, maybe you're right.
And then what's Vlad on about? Thriller is literally just 1 vinyl. It's not like 2 vinyls. It's 1 vinyl and A side, B side. It doesn't have a C side and a D side. What the fuck is he talking about? I literally have the vinyl.
Maybe you're right. All right, so we'll just agree to disagree on this Nas thing.
I mean, that's the beauty of music, though.
Yeah,
music is subjective. Like that's what great music is supposed to do. That's what great artists are supposed to do. You're supposed to.
But music is subjective. But it sounds like Vlad is just trying to be a dick, doesn't it?
Be able to have hour-long debates about who's the best, who's great, who's overrated, whose album's classic. Like that's what great music is supposed to do.